What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I have a Toyota 4Runner behind me. I actually just purchased this 4Runner about 2 months ago in January, and so I'm actually going to be doing a overland build with it. I've got a lot going on out west and a lot of trips I'm going to wind up taking out west this year, so I want to have a rig that's pretty set up that I can take out there with me on my trips. I bought it actually to turn into sort of an overlanding rig. It is still going to be my daily driver, so I'm not going to go extremely crazy with it, but I will wind up doing a whole lot to it. So I figured that I would document this and kind of let everybody see kind of my experience going through it and seeing kind of the do's and don'ts of it, and also giving you guys kind of a behind the scenes view of what goes on when you're looking to build out one of these things. This 4Runner is a V6. It's a 2005. It's got about 203,000 miles on it. I chose to go with the V6 because this is my daily driver, and I didn't want to spend a ridiculous amount on fuel because I know that once I get the tires on it, once I get the bumpers on it and everything like that, and it's weighed down, it is going to drink a lot more than what it drinks right now. And having a V8, I just can't afford to be getting 12 miles per gallon or less. So I went ahead and went with the V6. I know I may run into some power issues, which I will wind up documenting going throughout this series and this build. I have talked to a lot of other people that have a V6 and have it set up like that, and they said it was fine. So we'll wind up seeing how it actually is. So this 4Runner does have a few upgrades, but it's about 98% bone stock. It does have dash cams. It's got front dash cams, and it's also got rear dash cams. And then it has a little aftermarket radio in it, which I'll wind up putting a full display in there at some point in time. On the front, it does have a light bar. I'll probably wind up going with another light bar at some point. And then the other thing that I did was I put all new brake rotors on it, and I also put new calipers on the front, and then it has fairly new calipers on the rear as well. So those are really the only upgrades that this thing has. Other than that, it's completely bone stock. As far as my plans for it, I do plan on going with a metal front bumper. I also plan on going with a metal rear bumper with the tire swing outs on it and a tire carrier on the back, and also jerry can holders on it. I plan on putting a 3-inch lift on it. I'll most likely run Bilstein 6112s on the front and 5160s on the rear, and also with SPC upper control arms. As far as the tires that I'm going to be running on it, I'm going to be running a Yokohama Geolander. I'm going to be running a 295/70 R17. The reason I went with 295s is because 285s is a pretty general standard in the 4Runner community. A lot of people are running 285s, and that's because the gas mileage isn't horrible and you don't have to re-gear with 285s. 295s are right in between that kind of 35 range, and a 285 is about a 33. So it's like right in between a 35 and a 33, so you can kind of get away with it. So I like thicker tires, so I figured, well, I might as well just kind of go with the thicker tires that I want, and if I need to wind up re-gearing later, I'll wind up doing that. So those are my plans with it. Running 295s, you do have to do a body mount chop, so I will be doing a video on that and showing you guys how to do that. I'll do a lot of how-tos and just kind of some things that you run into whenever you build these trucks out to overland. I'm pretty excited to get this thing set up. If you guys want to get kind of a behind-the-scenes look, follow me on Instagram, and I'll link that down in the description. I do post a lot of stuff on there that I don't always post on YouTube. You can kind of see some of the things that are going on with it and kind of my process building it out before I post it on YouTube. And I appreciate you guys checking out the videos. If you guys are looking forward to more of this stuff, I'll definitely be posting a lot more content on this and posting up just a lot of things that I run into and a lot of things that may be able to help other people that are kind of looking to do a similar setup. So I appreciate you guys checking out the video, and I'll catch you later.